Well, good morning again. I get myself positioned here on this couch this morning. Welcome to the More Factor. Again, I'm Frederick Groth, and we're continuing our little discussion this week on happiness and joy. Yesterday, we talked about what was also called a joy review exercise. I didn't label it yesterday, but we're going to continue that very briefly and then move on to something else this morning quickly here. So, yesterday I asked you to get a piece of paper and a pen and write down times in your life that you have felt joy, true joy, something you've done, something you've said, something you've been a part of that made you happy, that brought you joy. Okay? So, hopefully this morning you still have that list. If not, rewrite it, get it down, and hopefully you've got more than one item. If you don't know what makes you happy yet, if you really aren't experienced enough in life to find out what makes you happy, you're going to have to actually do some things. You're going to have to get out and participate in events. And, if something piques your interest, go do it. Find out if it's going to make you happy or joyful. Find out what stimulates you. Okay? You've got to get out and do something. You can't just sit on the couch all day and expect to be happy. You'll languish and become depressed and go off the deep end. Anyway, let's get right into this morning. So, we reviewed past joy. Now, I want you to continue that and really think about what has gotten you joy in the past. And today I want you to draw a line, so to speak, and figure out what is the common theme. What is common about these things that give me joy? Sometimes there may not be anything common, but most of the time there is threads that go back and forth between what makes you happy and joyful that really shows up, and you can say, yeah, that's me. Okay? So now you know a theme of why you get joy. Then you can find those themes out in life and participate in them on a regular basis. Because it may not be just the action that brings you joy, it's the theme that brings you joy, and that happens to be one action of that theme. For example, maybe you went snowshoeing out on a trail a couple weeks ago, and it really energized you, really brought you happiness and closer to nature, closer to yourself, and you really enjoyed yourself. You felt free, you felt joy in yourself. Well, maybe it's not the snowshoeing that brings you joy, but it's the action of getting out in nature and experiencing God's bounty around us and the fresh air. The theme is nature, not the snowshoeing. So in the summer, you can't snowshoe. So, oh my, I'm going to be depressed this summer because I can't snowshoe. No. Go for a walk on a trail. You will experience the same joy as you did when you were snowshoeing. So you find the theme, and then you can participate in the actions of that theme, even though there are many varied actions. Okay? So what is the common thread? And you notice I'm looking down. I wrote some notes this morning because of what I want to do now. And I want to go through this fairly quickly. This is usually a fairly lengthy process, at least 5 to 10 minutes. But we're going to do this in just a couple minutes this morning, just to get you the idea, just to get you thinking. So this is an exercise that I've been trained to do through a course that I took as a certified trainer in the Canfield Training of Success Principles, and it doesn't really have a fancy title, just what do you want to do exercise, what you want to do. So I want you to vocalize, and if you have time, write these down. But thinking about what brought you joy and happiness, I'm going to ask a set of 3 questions 3 times each. And I really want you to take the moment this morning, or if you don't have the time right now, this is going to be a little bit weird because it's not going to be me dialoguing, and we're going to have or monologuing, is we're going to have a dialogue over this video. Okay? So if you don't have time to do this right now, watch it so you can prepare your mind, and then come back later when you have 5 minutes to go through this, or a couple minutes, whatever, and do this with me. Okay? Because you'll see a difference in your life immediately. Okay? So before we start, instructions. What do you want exercise? Number 1, I'm going to ask you, what do you want? That's it. I'm just going to blank statement, and I want you to answer me. I know it's going to be a little weird because I can't actually hear you. You're hearing me, but it's important for you to hear you. What do you want? Answer. What do you want? Answer. What do you want? 3 times. Then I'm going to say, what do you want to do? 3 times. What do you want to be? What do you want to have? Okay? Just really quick statement of fact. This is what I want. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to be. This is what I want to have. Okay? Now, before we start this exercise, note in your mind, how are you feeling? Your energy. Okay? Just quickly, just take a moment. Feel your energy. Number it. Where is it? 1 to 10. Where is your energy? Okay? Keep that number. 5, 4, 3, whatever. It's early in the morning, so maybe you don't have a lot of energy yet. So, take a seat. Focus on my voice. And whatever comes to mind, because we just thought about our joys, whatever comes to mind, just say it. Okay? So here we go. What do you want? Great. What do you want? Awesome. What do you want? Perfect. Okay. Now, what do you want to do? Cool. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Perfect. Okay. Finally, what do you want to be? What do you want to be? What do you want to be? Awesome. Now, you vocalized what you want to do, what you want to be. Now, look at yourself. It's interesting to note, my energy level has already lifted. I haven't even heard what you want to say, but just the action of back and forth here today has helped me. Check your number, your energy level. A couple points higher. Why? Because you're focusing on what you want. You're focusing on your joy. You're focusing on your goals and dreams. That is the power of living according to joy. Not always happiness, because we can't be happy all the time. But when we're focused on our passion, when we're focused on what gives us joy and brings us happiness, we don't have to be happy all the time. But we know that we can always do something that will bring us joy. I know this has been a little bit longer this morning. Thank you for joining us on the More Factor this morning. I hope this had benefited you. You can do this anytime you want. Just come back to this video, go to the place where we're doing this exercise, and do it again. Participate. All right, have a great day. God bless. We'll see you again tomorrow morning when we talk more about joy. One more time this week, and then it's Freedom Crazy Friday. Have a great day. Bye.